Welcome back to the Robby Gordon season mode. We're down to 8 races left in the chase for the championship. The point advantage is 86 points from first to second. Me and Dale Earnhardt Jr. have finished 1-2 in both chase races so far this year. So Dale Jr. sets second, Greg Biffle sets third in points, Brad Keselowski fourth, Martin Truex Jr., which I don't know how long this rivalry between me and him is probably going to go. I mean, it might go all the way to Homestead, and then by that point, Robby Gordon's going to be leaving the sport. It may never be resolved. Jeff Gordon in 6th position, Jimmy Johnson 7th, Dennis falls down to 8th, McMurray in 9th, Marcos in 10th, Carl Edwards in 11th, and Matt Kenseth has only gained 9 points through the first 2 chase races. Best guy who's not in the chase, though, is Clint Boyer. David Reagan, the only other winner from this season so far, sits 29th, and Joe Nemechek still very, very last. So anyway, race number 3 of the chase for the Sprint Cup brings us to Dover. Let's see if we can go for a repeat.
Let's make sure that car's set up just like you want it for qualifying. Get out on the track and see what you think.
So I'm going to run the same exact custom setup that I brought for the spring race. I'm just going to try to emulate the spring race as much as I can.
Okay, buddy. A good qualifying session can make your life much easier come race day. Give it your best shot.
And I'm qualifying on my race setup, so it's probably not going to go very good. But I'm just doing this so I get familiar with the way the car feels. Love this racetrack for how much banking it's got. 24 degrees of banking on a 1-mile track. It's just epic.
Okay, look at that pole time.
2170 from Junebug. That is not... I'm not even going to smell that. All right, let's see what we got. I found the wall. 21st. That's all I got. Because I am wrecking. So yeah, 21st it is. Loud, I started 31st. Today I'm going to start 21st.
That's okay, buddy. That's okay. We know we can perform when it counts.
It's not too bad. You got a lot to do on race day, but I got faith in you, buddy.
Best thing I can say is this ain't ARCA. They don't award points for qualifying on the pole here. Anyway, I'm rolling off 21st. I did actually out-qualify David Reagan. Last place started is Josh Wise, but, Joe Nemechek right in front of him, so not very far off of where he's normally at. Pastrana way out-qualified me. But yeah, Dale Jr. on pole. He is really putting the pressure on the field, I can tell you that. Dennis in 2nd, Jeff Gordon 3rd, Harvick 4th, KFB up here, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Martin's up here, so I'm actually going to have to pass him.
Go out there and have some fun today.
Welcome to Dover, Delaware, and the Monster Mile for today's coverage of the AAA 400. I'm Mike Joy with Darrell Waltrip.
Mike, this place is concrete, and that's what makes it so tough. It's different. They got a mascot here. His name is Miles the Monster, and old Miles will reach out and grab you. The concrete canyons here. I like this racetrack, but it's one of the most difficult.
You drive up out of the corner and then drive down into the next corner. It's 400 miles of fury. And the car is never level on this racetrack, except when it's on pit road. Let's find out who can tame the monster today.
Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls!
Ray's got that car running great. Time to push it hard out there. I'm talking top 20 today, buddy. You can do it.
I think we got more than a top 20 in mind. All right, up to 19th. I'm going to sail it off in there. Martin Truex Jr. getting kicked through the middle. You see that?
Car down low.
Man, he is getting passed on both sides. I'm the fastest car, and now I'm not. Pastrana just put the bumper to his teammate.
One down low.
Oh, man.
Car inside you.
Wow.
Three
I
wide,
also joined Pastrana. I'm putting the bumper to Biffle.
Stay up.
Yep, fastest lap.
Looking really good, buddy.
Oh, I am.
We're on the bottom.
I was not making that corner very well. I don't know who we just clunked into. That was Stewart hitting Keselowski. All right.
Your door.
We have survived
Your door.
the first couple laps.
Side's clear.
Gonna try going up the inside.
Three wide. You're in the middle.
Okay. I've made it to 4th. Earnhardt's up in front of me.
Go up high.
First and second in the chase standings right now, going after it.
Put it on the left.
And I just really gapped him right there. Slide job.
Watch your outside.
Literally did
Outside.
make a slide job right there on Harvick.
Clear up high.
And fast lap. There it
Great,
is.
buddy. All that work's paying off. Awesome lap.
And now I just have to go up here and pass Dennis, which is not going to be that hard.
Car outside. At your door. Right side's clear.
And there we go. RGM back in the lead at Dover. Match made in heaven. And now I'm going to start trying to save gas. As you know, I like to make
Pushing your rear.
Dover a one-stop race. There's only one way to do that, is to start saving early. I really caught the wall pretty good right there. Hopefully that didn't make the car tight. Just like I was doing in the spring race. Make note of my line. It's the Kyle Petty style of driving. You lift really, really early, like middle of the straightaway. Never use the brake. Float the car off in the corner. Pick up the throttle in the center. And just power off. You might be the first person to lift, but you're also the first person back to the throttle. So it might seem counterproductive, but you are actually going faster doing this. Just like the spring race, it looks like this race is going to turn into a bit of a Sunday drive for me.
You're doing great.
Clip in the apron. That's a sign that your car is turning good, at least. All right, passing lap traffic. Disposing of Josh Wise right there. And he is way off. Like, look at how far behind he is the next lap car. It's like a quarter of the track. And touch the apron, but the car actually kind of cornered from it. That's a little strange. It should have just tried to throw the car towards the wall. 20 laps into a run. And I have only fallen off about 0.2 of a second from my fastest lap. So I am keeping the pace going.
Nice and smooth. You're way out in front. Use that clean air.
All right, Joe, you picked the wrong line. You very much picked the wrong line. Thank you very much. I hope to not see you again. See, Michael McDowell gets it. All right, so let me tell you something. BK Racing might not be very fast at all, but
Whatever you're doing, you just keep
you can at
doing
least say that they're not unfair to one of their drivers. There is both BK cars of Travis Kvapil and David Grudelman running nose to tail within like less than 1/10 of a second. Okay, if you sign up to drive for them, there will be no favoritism whatsoever. Both cars suck equally. Here we go, let's see how fast I can get rid of these two. 83 car was overheating. Did you see that?
it. Car underneath.
They are running me surprisingly hard.
Inside's clear.
Can't say I was expecting that, but I probably should
Clear
have.
left.
Now I don't have to deal with them, and I actually got pretty much clear track for quite a while. So Dennis sets 5 seconds back right now. And I actually have 20 laps of gas remaining. That's the amazing thing. I'm 25 laps in, and I have almost 20 laps of gas. I'm going to bet the AI's pit in about 5 laps. All right, so I've just had a few laps to myself to just run without any traffic, although I am starting to gain on the lappers in front of me. And Dennis is now 6 seconds back. AI cars are going to start to pit very soon.
Car in front's heading to the pit.
Yep. See, I know what I'm talking about. Nobody pitted, but I still know what I'm talking about. I've caught up to Dave Lane. There's the first car to come to the pits. Don't know who that is, but it's confirmable. A lot of cars pitting this time.
Up top, at your door.
And I'm sure you can tell that that's really, really stupid because they pit on lap 30. That means they either have to make 50 laps to the finish, which is just impossible. But instead, they just pit lap 60. So they just go 30-30, and all I have to do is just stretch it out to lap 40 or so. I thought for a second somebody was going to hit the edge of pit road. Dennis pits. So looks like everybody's pitting. I'm not that stupid. I'm going to wait a couple more laps. All right, so we've now put the whole field down a lap. There's Truex.
Whatever you're doing, you just keep doing it.
You'll figure I come out with that group. Joe Nemechek second. Imagine if he just stays up there. That would be just epic. If Joe Nemechek all of a sudden is like second place pace. All right, so this is going to become the riskiest part of the race, where I have to try to not wreck in all this traffic that's much faster than me.
Left side's clear.
Meanwhile, I also have to make it to lap 40 or 41. But man, look at how competitive I am after running 37 laps. These guys just put on tires. And I am like equaling their lap times.
Watch your rear, he's coming up fast.
There's Casey Kane. I've wrecked him a bunch lately. He probably wants some form of vengeance. There's a second lap put down on
Clear
Nemechek.
low.
All right, so Dennis has taken back second. And I am really just passing Kurt Busch right now. That is weird. I am on old tires. They are not. And I'm still passing them. Shows you how good we are.
If you want to stay in this race, we need to get some new tires.
Yep, I'm coming in this time, definitely. Pit crew better be up on the wall,
Right's all clear, bud.
because I'm coming in. All right, slowing down.
You're outside.
Don't want to screw this up.
Down your speed. We don't need a penalty right now.
And there it is.
Looks like you're running on empty.
Okay, pack this thing full of fuel, and we're going to make it to the finish by pitting only once. And hopefully I can make the exit of pit road without wrecking up into the pole field, LePage style.
Keep digging, buddy.
Here I go. And emerging right now. Okay, all right. I'm actually still the leader. That's pretty stupid. And look at the tire advantage I got now, because I pitted 10 or so laps later. Here I come.
Clear right side.
Oh man, this thing is just flying. I don't want to put in the fastest lap and then just start saving. Man, this thing is gripped up. Here we come. And so this lap, I'm going to start saving. All right, so at this point, all I have to do is just bide my time. Of course, 43 car puts me into the wall. Trying to win race 28 on the season.
Clear left side.
And, you know, you're down 39th in points.
Got your door up top.
It would have to sting a little bit. Cutting up in front of Mark.
We having fun out there?
Just a little bit of a bump to Trevor Bain. Nothing too major. You know, we got more cars in the pits already. 2 cars down this time. A bump draft Travis. Really bump drafting Travis now.
No one's going to touch you out here today.
Mainly just to get him out of the way, because
Got one
he
more
did not
to
give
stop.
me a line, so I guess I had to make one.
Still outside.
There we go. Don't have to deal with him
Early
again.
outside.
So as you can tell, I'm hitting the wall, but I do have a 10-second advantage above Dennis right now. And he still has to pit again. So it's going to get stupid, just like the spring race. You notice who's right up in front of me, right? 56 car? Yep. Let's make this as simple as possible.
Go high. We having fun out there?
It's not going to be simple, is it? Wait. Yes, it is. All right, never mind. Carry on.
One on the bottom.
Probably not going to even see the 56 car again. All right, so I've gotten out of that giant mess of lap traffic. And I have a little bit of clear track up in front of me. I'm going to use this to my advantage. We got more cars pitting. So they're coming down even earlier
Whatever you're doing.
than I
keep
thought.
doing it.
We got a lot of cars in the pits. So the strategy, like I said, is happening way, way earlier than I expected out of the AIs. I was thinking like lap 60 and after. Reflector wall. We got it. I'm telling you, you never know where those things are at. Hate them reflector walls. All right then, we're pitting. Because screw it. I'm telling you, it's the chase. Couldn't have gone as easy as the spring race. 4 tires, fill it up, repair the damage. And I'm going to try to not hit a wall again, I can tell you that. This just means I get to go full send to the finish, though. I don't even have to care about fuel mileage. Inside line, please. It's a me and Dennis front row.
No one's going to touch you out here today. One up top.
And there we go. I'm now clear of Dennis.
Still right behind you.
Edwards taking second. And I'm just going to sail this thing through 3 and 4 here. Check it out. I mean, this thing just hauls on fresh tires. Dennis took second back because it looks like Carl bogged down on the bottom. That top side got to rolling.
Okay,
Not the fastest lap, but actually tied it. 2 cars are pitting, by the way. Are you telling me that the AIs are still going to try to pit, even knowing that they just had the caution with the option to pit? That's a lot of cars pitting. What is that, like 6? Why is this happening? You just had the option. I mean, it definitely benefits me, but that is beyond stupid strategy. We've got 2 more of them coming in, too. I wonder if any of those guys are chasers. Going off how Matt Kenza's first 2 races of the chase have gone, I bet he's one of those cars in the pits right now. Martin Truex Jr. is one of them, and Kenza actually is one of them. You cannot make this crap up. I have to make double and triple sure that I do not hit any walls at this point. I have no faith in them. I mean, the monster really reached out and grabbed me on that last one. See, when everybody talks about all the trials and tribulations of racing at Dover, they never talk about the secret reflector walls, nor do they very often talk about the circuit underneath this racetrack designed for NASCAR karts. All right, so we've just gotten to 10 laps to go. I have a 4.5-second advantage above Dennis, and it looks like Earnhardt Jr., for the first time in this chase run, is not going to finish second. I just lapped a guy who's on fresh tires, by the way. That's how fast this car is.
9 to go.
Logano just bottomed out big time. All right, so there's no reason for me to get racy with this lap traffic, so I'm just going to kind of pass him at my own pace.
Got 1 working the bottom. Put it on the low side.
David Stremme really backed up. Turn 3 right there.
Inside's clear.
Is that Truex up in front of me? I wouldn't be surprised to find him again. Why is it that Truex always seems like he's surrounded by another MWR car? We're a single-car team, though. We can't pull that crap. Unless, Robby busts out his second car for, like, P.J. Jones again.
Clear up top.
Look at that dive on Truex. Pinning him behind Joe Nemechek.
Low side's clear.
Still got him stuck.
Set him up. That's it.
Yep, going side by side with him.
Top.
Yep. I'm just going to keep using Joe Nemechek on him. It actually worked.
Clear left side.
That's all I needed. Thank you, Joe. And now I might be able to use Scott Speed on Mark Martin.
Nice and smooth.
Yes, I will.
Out front. Use that clean air.
Is Mark slowed up way in advance.
Car on your rear.
Scott.
Got your door on the bottom. 3 wide.
Mark Martin also got into him. That was incredible.
Side. 3 to go.
Yeah, we got a mess. We have just an absolute mess forming right here. I got to get out of this. There we go. All right, I really stepped on it there. Stopped saving and just put the pedal to the metal to try to escape those MWR cars. We're back into a little bit of clear traffic. Just Josh Wise to deal with. Still caught the wall, but 6-second advantage above Dennis as we're now taking the white flag. Race is official.
Come on, Victor Lane. This is it. Let's go. You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Now let's see if I can get Travis. Oh, easily.
He's coming on the outside.
Easily.
1 up top.
There we go. 28th win, defeating Richard Petty's record.
Great job.
We've
man.
done it.
Great job. Way to go.
3rd win in 3 races in the chase, too.
Great job all around.
Driver, you just broke the all-time record for the most wins in a season. They said it couldn't be done, and you just proved them wrong.
That's what RGM's all about this season. Is proving that the impossible truly is possible. You can win by 3 laps in the modern era. You can win 28 races, and however many I've won in a row, which I've lost count. All part of the victory tour. Now we got to do that victory lap. Reflector wall. There we go. 28th win on the season. And Dale Jr. did not finish second.
You're the man. They're loving you for that one, man.
There we go. There it was. 28 victories on the season. And I'm telling you, my goal to put on the biggest whooping that the Chase has ever seen is all coming together right now. 28 victories. The king has been dethroned. And the chase for the championship has gotten even stupider.
Awesome performance. You really gave those fans a show today.
Okay, Dale Jr. did not even finish top 10, so this is going to be big for the chase standings. Dennis brought it up second, and Harvick Kyle Busch. McMurray with 5th position. That's going to be big. Looking farther back, top 10 for the most part makes sense. Then Keselowski, Biffle, and Earnhardt Jr. in a row outside the top 10. Marcos got 15th. David Reagan actually got 16th, another top 20 for him. Matt Kenseth down in 26th. I have no idea what has happened to that team, but it is falling apart. Martin Truex Jr. 31st. That's going to be really bad for him in the chase standings. Joe Nemechek 39th. Michael McDowell rounds out your field 6 laps down. And so we have defeated Richard Petty's record for the most wins in one singular Cup Series season. And by the way, we have a 109-point advantage. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is still set second in points. Greg Biffle is right there to pounce on him. So is Brad Keselowski and Jeff Gordon. Looking back, you got Dennis, Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Johnson, and McMurray. Then you got Marcos setting 10th, Carl Edwards in 11th, and Matt Kenseth still dead last. He's only scored 27 points still. 3 races into the chase, and it's a total disaster for that 20 team. David Reagan actually moved back up to 28th. It looks like he's probably going to finish somewhere from 28th to 30th. Dead last is still Joe Nemechek by quite a substantial margin. So anyway, that does it for today's edition of the Robby Gordon Season Mode. 7 races left in the series, the chase, and also in Robby Gordon's career. We're trying to put on the biggest whooping that the NASCAR Cup Series has ever seen. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I've got a Patreon set up as well. Last 7 Robby Gordon editions coming up very soon, as well as whatever else I put up on this channel.